Hello everyone, Coming Clean here. I recently celebrated my 36th birthday and I have a tradition where I invite my friends over for a video game tournament. I also have to mention that they gave me this truly awesome backdrop that you can see right here. They knew how excited I would be, so of course they had to document the whole thing.
Åh! Edvin! Jag har min YouTube-bakgrund.
Ja!
But now let's talk a bit about the tournament, and we had a Toys to Life theme this year. We played Disney Infinity, Skylanders Giants and Starlink. In this video you can see how it all went down. I hope you enjoy it. Seven eager players came to visit and they were divided into Team Laser and Team Wizard, and they selected players for each round. The first game we played was Disney Infinity 3.0, where I had created several custom-made games for them to duke it out in. The first one was a 1 vs 1 challenge in a small Tatooine-themed battlefield. Both players have AI-controlled enemies fighting alongside them, and the first player to score 20 AI kills wins the round. Defeating the opposing player doesn't give you any points, but it slows down their progress as they respawn at a location away from the action. The first round was dominated by Team Laser. As Team Wizard overestimated the amount of damage that could be done by the blasters, they switched to Kylo Ren in the deciding game. The ferocious swings of Team Laser's Chewbacca did however prove to be too much of a challenge, as they obliterated rebel after rebel and ultimately claimed the victory, giving Team Laser a lead after the first round. The second round was the same type of game but in another setting, more specifically the planet Endor. Here Team Laser picked Sabine Wren to square off against Team Wizard's Kanan Jarrus. Even with his trusty lightsaber and Jedi prowess, Kanan could not defeat more enemies than Sabine with her double blasters and quick kick combos. Judging by both landslide victories by Team Laser, one can almost wonder if the creator of this level accidentally made the AI-controlled enemies on one side stronger than the other. Regardless, the standing after the first game was 2-0 in favor of Team Laser. We then switched over to another Star Wars game, and this time it was a Horde mode type level with 3 waves of enemies to defeat. This was a co-op challenge with 2 players on the same team working together to defend a group of clone troopers from an onslaught of battle droids. The team with the most surviving AI-controlled clone troopers by the end of the third wave wins the round. Team Laser was first up and selected Obi-Wan and Anakin. They fought courageously to the very last wave and made short work of the weak battle droids, and they also used their ground pound abilities to open up the defenses of the shielded commando droids. In the last wave, a number of droidicas and Magna Guards entered the battlefield. These are powerful foes, and only minutes before the end, clone troopers started to fall, leaving 6 of them standing by the end. Team Wizard picked Ahsoka and Obi-Wan, and they had a clear goal: to have more than 6 surviving clone troopers, and they went into the battlefield showing a firm dedication to bringing home the win. With swift dashes they pounced between their enemies, and even super battle droids and dual-wielding commando droids couldn't match Team Wizard's resolve. By mastering the art of delay combos that you perform by waiting slightly with a second or third button press in a combo, turning them more powerful and giving them block-breaking capabilities, Team Wizard managed to defeat the droidicas and Magna Guards before they could finish off a single clone trooper. The team's performance reduced Team Laser's lead to 2-1. We finished off the Disney Infinity section of the competition with a racing game. Here, 1 player from each team raced around the track with smashable cars racing alongside them. The player on the left side is supposed to crash into the blue cars and avoid the red ones, and the other way around for the player on the right side. Smashing a car of the wrong color gives the opposing team a point, and the first player to 10 points wins. The goal is to drive with aggression and finesse at the same time to smash or avoid the right cars. Players of both Teams Laser and Wizard quickly mastered the driving mechanics, and the slightest mistake more often than not led to the opposing team taking the lead. In the first round, the precision in the corners and competent use of the boost pads of Team Laser ultimately led to them coming out on top.
Team Roar on 3.
In the second round, the performances of each player was almost perfectly matched, leading to a thrilling face-off. A slight mistake by Team Laser at the end of the round led to them losing their momentum, and Team Wizard was not late to take advantage of this, and they pulled ahead straight to victory.
We're number 1.
1 point to each team after the racing round, bringing the score to 3-2, once again in favor of Team Laser. Like I said, all these levels were created by me in the Toy Box creation mode in Disney Infinity 3.0, and you can do them just as easily. I have several guides about Disney Infinity on my channel, and I will make sure to make a guide about the specific levels shown in this video. The tournament, however, wasn't over, and we continued with a battle mode in Skylanders Giants. Let's see how things went for Team Laser and Team Wizard. It needs to be mentioned that I just threw my friends into the game without any time to warm up or explore the characters' movesets. The player from Team Laser picked Spyro as their champion for the first game, and he went up against Team Wizard's Zap. Even though the damage of Spyro's triple fireballs doesn't stack, they almost do double the damage of Zap's main attack. Team Wizard couldn't take advantage of Zap's wave attacks and their very low recovery frames, and the quick movement speed of Spyro became the deciding factor in Game 1, giving the win to Team Laser. In the second round, Team Wizard picked Camo, and Warnado represented Team Laser. With two Skylanders with very different playstyles, all the ingredients were in place for an interesting matchup. Warnado, however, isn't the easiest character to use if you're not familiar with the game, and Team Wizard made things even harder for their opponents by showing impeccable timing and firing off Camo's firecracker vines. Warnado's sliding tackle could have been the perfect tool to deal with Camo's more methodical playstyle, but Team Laser did not have time to adapt, allowing Team Wizard to score the win. With the scoreboard saying 4-3 with Team Laser in the lead, we moved on to the last round. This round consisted of another co-op challenge, as two players from each team played together in Starlink's Horde mode. We used the physical toys with the one added game mechanic. They had to switch weapons when I screamed, "Weapon switch!"
Oh no!
And I did so about once a minute. The weapons in this game often work in quite different ways, and their functions are certainly not obvious just by looking at them. As Team Laser was in the lead, they were up first and showed great skill in adapting to their more or less randomly assigned loadouts. The ramming abilities of the meteor weapon was certainly used to its maximum potential. A slight mishap happened at the beginning of Wave 2, as one player was defeated and the surviving member of Team Laser was accidentally assigned with dual ice weapons while squaring off against a frost giant that eventually became too big of a challenge. Weapon switch!
Volcano Fury Cannon!
Team Wizard managed to get to the same point as Team Laser, but they did survive for a longer period, granting them the win. This tied the score to 4-4 after the last round of the tournament, and everyone won. My friends didn't want to have it like this though, and they insisted on playing Blaze Rush as a deciding game. This game is pretty awesome, and you should really try it too. Team Wizard won the race and ultimately claimed the victory in the annual video game tournament at Coming Clean's place. Congratulations! I hope you enjoyed this highlight reel of my annual birthday video game tournament. I had a lot of fun both hosting the tournament and making this video. If you like a particular game shown in this video, you'll find a link to the respective playlist in the description. That is, however, it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Coming Clean, and I will see you next time. Take care.